For my fourth choice, I picked the TMP. This one sucks. It has the smallest magazine out of all the machine pistols, and it has a very small damage rate, so it's not really a good combination. And on top of that, it has a pretty high rate of fire, so you'll be running out of ammo very quickly. That's why this one is my fourth choice. And the attachments I would use with it, well, obviously, is the extended mags, if I had to. For my third choice, I picked the PP2000. This is a pretty decent machine pistol. It has a pretty high rate of fire, 20 bullet magazine. Essentially, it's a SCAR with a lower damage rate and probably a faster rate of fire. But when you equip this with the extended mags, it is actually pretty deadly. For my second choice, I have the M93 Raffica. This is a surprisingly good machine pistol, 3-round burst. The iron sight is pretty bad on it, I find. So it's pretty good with the red dot sight, but I prefer to use it with the akimbo attachment because one shot from each and the person's dead, even without steady aim. For my very first choice, in my opinion, the best machine pistol in the game, the G18. This one has a high rate of fire, but with a high rate of fire, you usually get a pretty nasty recoil, and this is exactly what it has, and that's its biggest downfall. But it has a 30 bullet magazine, which is really good, and you slap on a Kimbo, this thing is deadly. Even if you don't have steady aim, these things can snipe someone across the map.
Okay, so my fourth choice for machine pistols is the PV2000. This is obviously the first one you unlock. I don't know what it is with me and the weapons you unlock right away, but they don't seem to be amounting much to me. I find that this one is probably the least mobile because whenever I used to have an intervention, I used to put this on when I first started the game, and it would take me like 5 seconds, 5 long seconds to pull this gun out. And I find that the iron sight is really, really bad. Its damage rate is okay. Its rate of fire is also all right, pretty average. It's pretty much a SCAR, as Ryan said before, just with machine pistols. So in that case, it becomes my fourth choice. It's not that great. My third choice for machine pistols is the TMP. I don't hate it as much, I think, as Ryan does. He thinks it really sucks. But I find that its damage rate is, I guess, okay. I really don't like using stopping power, but because I use stopping power on my sniper classes, so I would put it on there since I already have it on. And I would put the extended mag because having a 15 bullet clip with a high rate of fire, you get rid of those bullets pretty quick. You get 20 with the extended mag, which isn't too much better, but I mean, it's a lot better than 15. So, yeah, I find this to be an okay machine pistol. My second choice for machine pistols is the famed G18s. I just want to point this out. If you've ever played Counter-Strike, the G18 is actually the worst pistol in the game, and it isn't a machine pistol. But they actually made it quite good in this game. It has a very high rate of fire. The recoil is very, very jumpy, so I don't use this gun much, really. I would put a silencer on it to accommodate for that recoil a little bit. Yeah, other than that, I don't use the G18s too much, even though they are my second choice. Alright, so my first and final choice for machine pistols is the M93 Rafficas. These guns are surprisingly really good. I guess if you hadn't noticed, it's basically just an M9 with a stock and the setting to shoot a 3-round burst. This gun is more or less like an M16 if you have two. That's why I prefer the akimbo attachment. If you have two, you don't even need stopping power to get one shots by basically one burst from each Raffica. It'll almost always get you a one-shot kill. So, or one burst kill, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, that's why I would put akimbo on this machine pistol, and I usually put it on my sniper class, and it goes great. I've gotten like 22-0 with just these machine pistols.